Yeah, we're excited. Nine-Comb Invitational, 20, I think it's 22 ranked women's teams, 21 ranked men's teams. Our women are nationally ranked. We're going to be without Emma Heckel still, All-American. And then we're a little bit of COVID, a little bit of sickness on the women's side, but men are looking great. Obviously, Hoptum Samuel with that big win at Roy Griak, and Evans and Lucas looked really good, both in the top five. We beat nationally ranked Portland. We were right there with Gonzaga. We were ahead of them until Jonathan Carmen dropped out, who was pretty sick at Griak. So, yeah, we're really excited. I mean, we beat every other Mountain West team at Griak. We'll get to face off against Air Force, who were finished 7th in the nation last year. So look to give them a little scare this Friday on the men's side. And same on the women's side. We've got Tina coming in. Nicola Jansen's just been training incredibly well. So expect to see Nicola at the front of the pack. Hopefully a top 5 finish for her against the best athletes in the country. And same with Hoptum. He's just doing some crazy things in practice, and Flow Track have him as the national favorite at the moment. So as long as we just keep him healthy, keep him progressing, expect big things from Hoptum the rest of the year. But yeah, we're really excited. Back to the Midwest. It looks like it's not going to be quite sunny and 75 in Madison, Wisconsin. Looks a little cold, a little rainy, but we'll be prepared for that. We'll get some hats, get some arm sleeves, make sure our international athletes are ready for the cold weather. But yeah, have this, and then 2 weeks till conference. So we're really getting to the business end of things with this huge meet, and then 2 weeks later is Mountain West Championships, and then boom, you're straight into regionals and hopefully nationals.
Coach, with your first year here at UNM, the women's team was making some national noise in the coaches' polls, and then the success with Hoptum Samuel as well. I mean, how are you feeling so far in the season with both of these teams?
Feeling really good. I mean, I didn't expect the men to make this huge jump, but we added, Thomas Trumeau, Evans, Lucas, and then you've already got Hoptum in place. So we've kind of gone from a team that was, I think, second to last or third to last at Nuttycombe last year. Now we're in we're in that conversation for a top 5 finish on the women's side. Yeah, obviously we lost seniors. We lost a lot of people to the transfer portal. So pretty much our entire team is new on the women's side. But we're recruiting really hard. We've got an amazing staff. We've been bringing in 4 or 5 student athletes every single weekend on official visits. So yeah, the standard's been set, like you said. I mean, national championships, podium finishes, and when I sat with Eddie and Dave, my goal there, the challenge was let's get 2 men's team, women's team on the podium on a consistent basis. Let's get both teams winning conference championships. So we feel like we've made a real good start to that. The men are better than what I thought they would be, and we're doing really well on the women's side as well.
Coach, these programs, not strangers to the Midwest at least. Do you feel like that gives you some kind of advantage over maybe any of the other teams coming in, that you at least have some idea of what to expect as far as the conditions and the track and everything?
Yeah, I mean, we've got our Bradley athletes that transferred in, and 1 or 2 others have competed in the Midwest before those conditions, and obviously a lot of my staff came from the Midwest. So we're used to preparing athletes for that. We're going to leave tomorrow morning. We'll get to Wisconsin Wednesday. We'll get in those conditions Thursday for pre-meet and Friday. But we just, our message, like our other coaches, very process-driven, and being ready for hail, snow, 80 degrees, altitude. We're ready for all conditions, all circumstances, wind. We're coaching them to be really resilient. That's important.
Did you reach a point in the season where you felt like you knew your players? This was a development process for you, obviously. You knew your players, knew what to expect from your runners, and knew exactly how to coach each runner individually?
Yeah, definitely getting there. I mean, to begin with, I think that we had a lot of like pockets of athletes that knew each other and like to run together, but we're very team oriented. Everything's together. All the practices are together. We did a lot of like team orienting things like top golf, team lunches, breakfast, things like that. So we find out there's some really terrible golfers, but look out for Evans. He's first time ever picking up a golf club. He hit 200 yards, so hopefully we don't lose him to the golf team. But yeah, we're really getting close as a group. Griak really helped that, got really close. And yeah, all these little trips are important because you spend so much time together on the road. So this as well will build camaraderie and unity going into conference and regionals.
Coach, just heading into Nuttycombe, is there something specific about this course that's anything relatable to what conference is going to look like at Boise, or even regionals in Lubbock, or nationals as well? Or
I mean, a little bit in that there's just so many good teams. There's so much high-end talent. So I think that's one thing that's important. But just putting people in pressure situations and see how they respond to top athletes on the men's side, the women's side. See how we're going to, I mean, NEU's going to be there. Obviously, Wisconsin, Oklahoma State won't be there. UNC, I mean, there's just so many good teams. How is this young men's team going to cope with that pressure? How are we going to do against Air Force? Are we going to push too hard early? Or, are we willing to be a little bit more patient and bide our time until the latter part of the race? So we'll find out. We find out a little bit at Griak. We had a few guys ahead of Hobtum Samuel the first 1,000 meters, and they faded pretty hard. So now it's like, okay, this guy's one of the best guys in the country. Let's make sure we stay behind him to begin with and just manage our energy levels. But yeah, this is a big meet. It's one of those where you look at all the results throughout the years, and if you're not on and you're not prepared when there's that 22 national ranked teams on both sides, if you're not ready to go and everyone's feeling good, you can get swallowed up in this one. But the course is amazing. They're going to host nationals there next year, so it's nice to get on that course and prepare both teams for the future as well. And good memories there for me. It's where the Bradley men's team competed in 2018 and finished 24th in the country. So I got good memories of taking a team up there to a national championship, and they did great that day. So positive energy, positive feeling going into Friday for sure.
Coach, how much do you look at the local stuff, and when is too early to start recruiting? There's some great local talent, 10th grade, 9th grade, 8th graders around here that are winning big meets. At what point do you even start looking at it, and how does the local high school kids compare nationally in your sport?
Yeah, I mean there is a lot of great local talent for sure, and yeah, we're I think that's one thing with our recruiting philosophy. It's a little bit different to the previous regime with Joe Franklin. We're recruiting the Southwest really hard. We're recruiting, I mean, across the country extremely hard. We've got a commitment from Texas. We've got a commitment from California. We got a commitment last night from Canada, one from Virginia. So yeah, if we can keep everyone from, certainly we had the two best athletes in the state in last week. So we're going to really try and use our national recognition that we have and really try and draw a lot from the surrounding states. And, we got commitment from a guy in Virginia who's one of the best seniors in the U.S. So if we can use that, pull in some amazing, regional talent, national talent, and then beyond that with our connections internationally, that's how we're going to build this team out to, like I said, be very good on a national level, men's side, women's side, but not just that. Indoor and outdoor is really important to me as well. We want to be just really competitive, and I get to coach 6 sports, so we want to be really competitive in all 6 sports.